At first, Pakistan was happy to see the Afghan Taliban take control of Afghanistan, but now they are facing problems. It's been 2 years, and issues like terrorism across the border are still a big problem. Other countries near Afghanistan are also not happy with how the Taliban are acting aggressively about security, borders, and water resources. Pakistan needs to understand how the Taliban think when dealing with Afghanistan's neighbours. They should talk to the Taliban formally about things like terrorism, border security, trade, and big projects. Just saying things without a proper agreement won't work. Some people in Pakistan were excited about a religious statement from the Taliban's leader, but it didn't stop terrorist attacks in Pakistan. To see what problems might come up in the future, Pakistan needs to look at how the Taliban deal with their other neighbors. Some experts think the Taliban could cause conflicts over water in the region. The Taliban's actions with water have already caused problems with Iran and Uzbekistan. Afghanistan and Iran have had disagreements about water for a long time, and the Taliban's dam projects have made this worse. If they don't handle water issues carefully, it could lead to bigger problems with Iran. Uzbekistan used to be hopeful about the Taliban helping with trade and connections to landlocked areas. But when the Taliban started a project that took water from the Amu Darya River, it caused problems with other Central Asian countries. This even led to a temporary stop in electricity going from Uzbekistan to Afghanistan. But despite these issues, Uzbekistan and Afghanistan, along with Pakistan, agreed on a big railway project to improve regional trade. There was a plan to build a railway from Mazar-i-Sharif to Kabul and then to Torkham on the border with Pakistan. But they changed the route to go through Kurram instead. The reason was that the Taliban wanted to develop the eastern and central provinces of Afghanistan, which need help and support. China also wants to bring Afghanistan into its Belt and Road Initiative and be part of the big railway project. But it's still in the early stages, and Pakistan's economic situation might cause more delays. It also depends on how the Taliban deal with other issues with Uzbekistan, like the Amu Darya water project, and the fact that they don't have experts on water or experienced diplomats. Pakistan, Afghanistan, and the Central Asian states remember many big projects that never happened, like the Kasa 100 electricity project and the gas pipeline project from Turkmenistan to India. These projects were delayed because of security problems and complicated regional situations. The Taliban can make sure these projects are safe, but that might not be enough to create the right environment for them. Pakistan also shares the Kabul River with Afghanistan, but they don't have an agreement on sharing water. In the past, water problems caused tension between both countries, and now local Taliban officials are threatening to change the river and build dams. The Indus River is very important for Pakistan, and any changes to it would be a big problem. This would be expensive, and the Taliban can't do it alone or get help from other countries, but they've said they want to do it. The Taliban want to get support for the government by working on water projects and connecting it to Afghan nationalism with religion. The neighboring countries might not mind the Taliban's religious nationalism as long as it doesn't hurt their interests. So far, Afghanistan's neighbors are watching what the Taliban do carefully. Even though there are regional groups like the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, they prefer to solve problems one-on-one. Pakistan has tried to solve issues before, but it hasn't worked because they used informal channels that didn't promise much for the future. China has been good at talking to Afghanistan. They have a working relationship with the Taliban and have talked to Pakistan and Uzbekistan too. But China is careful about getting too involved economically with Afghanistan. Pakistan needs to think about how they deal with the Taliban because the Taliban are unpredictable in their diplomacy. The Taliban are also being more assertive in how they talk to other countries, and that worries their neighbors. Pakistan should plan its responses careful. If you liked this video, please like, share and subscribe.